Okay, I admit it, I am completely and utterly addicted to Arcade1Up cabinets. So this, I found this one on eBay. It is the Final Fight 1944 Ghosts and Goblins and Strider cabinet. Now this one doesn't have a riser, so I actually built one. So that's it over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this going so that we're all ready to go. This one I will actually film the build, and yeah, enjoy. All right, so here is the cabinet all unboxed. So I didn't get the riser, obviously, so there's not as many pieces here, but the artwork is very nice. You can see this one comes with the deck protector. The marquee's not the light-up style marquee, but that's okay. Which, by the way, a couple of comments that some of you have made in one of my other videos is that I've been misspelling or mispronouncing. I've been saying it Galaga. Everybody thinks it's Galaga. But if you think about Galaxian, it's not Galaxian, it's Galaxian. So maybe I've been excuse me. Maybe I've been mispronouncing it for a few decades now, but you know what? That's on me, and if that bothers you, I guess you don't need to smash the like button. You can even smash the dislike button. But I can see it pronounced either way myself. I don't know. Maybe you guys have been around as long as I have, and you may have heard maybe the creators pronouncing it a specific way. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, it's just a hard habit to break, I guess. So sorry about that, or sorry, not sorry. Galaga, whatever. It's a fun game. But in any case, we're going to build this one now and have some fun with it. So there is the cabinet, all built and in place on the custom riser, the homemade riser that I made there. That was about $37 in materials to build. So probably saved a few bucks. All the ones that Arcade1Up is always out of stock, and all the ones I see online are like easily double that. So I thought it was worth it. So there you go. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and see what she does. All right, so here's the Final Fight cabinet, all fired up, next to the my Pac-Man 40th edition. So I'm getting quite addicted to these things. Had a friend of mine over last night, and we played Final Fight all the way to the very end. And it's a tough game to play, even, you know, considering that we didn't have to put any quarters in, and we made the comment several times that in real life and in arcade, this game, or at least Final Fight, would be a quarter eater. But we managed to get all the way through. We also played 1944, so that's a fun little game. So just to kind of show you what the graphics are like in this thing, we'll go ahead and go into Final Fight. Again, Final Fight and 1944 are very, very active games with a lot of movement and everything else. And so we were yanking those joysticks really hard. Excuse me. And it played very well, very solid. He actually made the comment several times that it's a very, very well built quality cabinet. So let's go ahead and show you what this thing looks like, and that way you can see what's going on. So very detailed. Unfortunately, unlike PC games, there's no way to skip through, or at least that I could tell. I was hitting various buttons to try to skip through some of this stuff, and you can't get through the text easily, so that's fine. You got to read through the whole backstory so that you understand what's going on. So sometime in the 1990s, holy crap. I mean, seriously. So obviously Galaga and Pac-Man are very much rooted in the 80s. These games are rooted in the 1990s. In fact, I think as it was booting up, some of the games were as late as 2000. So it was one of the obviously more modern games. The graphics, you can tell, very, very reminiscent of the kind of computer screens that you would have in the late 1990s. So let's go ahead and show you some of that gameplay, shall we? All right, turn the volume on. So again, this is very much a Gen 1 cabinet. So the button is either off, regular, or loud. There's no kind of granular adjustment like you can with the Pac-Man game. So you can see the sounds there. So we'll go ahead and play a game here. You can choose amongst the different characters you want to play. And we'll go ahead and get into it. So if you've never played the game before, it's not quite like Street Fighter, obviously, but there's little things that you can pick up along the way to kind of replenish your health. Plenty of objects to break and weapons that you can pick up, which on some of these boss fights, makes all the difference in the world. Some of them you just can't avoid, which sucks. So that was kind of a boss, I guess. and it doesn't have the fancy tricks like you can, like in a Mortal Kombat or a Street Fighter, but there's a few special moves for flipping people around. Oh, here's a boss fight that I got to deal with now. Probably not going to make it through because I'm talking to you guys, kind of distracted. But and again, you can see that again it's very joystick active, and so the cabinet's going to move around quite a bit. I have it again sitting on a on a custom riser there that I built for myself, a little handmade riser. I used 3/4 inch wood, which is probably a mistake. I had to actually trim some of the inside out to make it fit, because on the official risers from, I'll turn the volume off on that one. On the official risers from Arcade1Up, they're basically half-inch boards, half-inch MDF boards there. I used 3/4 inch plywood. So the interior dimensions were a little off when I finished it, so I actually had to kind of route some of the inside out in order for it to be able to sit down in there. But it is nice and tight in there as a result. So if you were to build your own risers, I would probably say either go with a half-inch MDF, or be prepared to do some interior routing or trimming in order to make the cabinet fit if you're going to go with a thicker, more sturdier wood. Otherwise, you can get half-inch plywood and see if that works, but then you run the risk of splitting the wood when you drive the screws in. So something to consider as you're just building your own risers if you didn't want to invest in your own again. And again, I paid $18.99 for each for two sheets, so about $38 for 2 sheets of plywood in order to build this. And there's actually some leftover pieces as well, so you'll have that to deal with. In any case, it was kind of a fun little project because I didn't want to wait for any risers to come back in stock at Arcade1Up, and the ones that I've seen on eBay were easily going like double for some stupid reason. I have no idea why, so I just decided to build my own. In any case, I do really enjoy this cabinet. It's going to probably get quite a bit of play as a result, and especially games like 1944, which is a lot of fun to play. It's very frenetic. There's a lot of stuff going on that, so be prepared for that. And yeah, if you like this particular video, and again, for those of you who've seen my previous videos, I apologize for mispronouncing Galaga or Galaga, however you want to pronounce it. Again, like Galaxian or Galaxian, whatever. Obviously, I know how Galaxian is pronounced, and I just kind of extended that onto Galaga as well, or Galaga. It's a lot of habit to break there. So enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up there. Please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. What the hell? In this time of lockdown, there's a ton of content being generated. It's just me generating some additional noise in the wilderness there. I do have the Star Wars stand-up cabinet on the way, so I'll be doing a build and review of that one. And yeah, my little mini arcade is starting to come together. Thanks for your time. Enjoy yourselves.